Welcome to Houghton's TV podcast. Today we got a new guest. We have the Vice Principal, Burton Winston. Happy to have you here.
I'm great. I'm very happy to be here with you, T-Bone.
I mean, we asked you a long time, and you was like, when should I be here? And we was like, yeah, right now. And he was like, oh, okay.
And I was,
you're a busy man.
I'm an important guy now. I've got things to do. It seems like every second. So
You're extremely busy.
I am busy. It's fun, though.
How do you like your new position right now?
I love it.
You love it?
I do. Yeah, I absolutely do. Of course, I miss baseball, but
I was about to ask that.
Missed the classroom a little bit as far as teaching, but I'm never bored. I've got something to do all the time.
Do you like this extra power you got now?
Do I like the extra power? I don't think it's anything like that. I think you have more influence. I think that's a good thing.
Huh.
You have a greater effect to more students.
I know what you mean.
Than just my ones I have in class.
Now, as you as a baseball coach, right when you left, they built a brand new baseball field. What do you think about that?
Well, my experience has always been that's kind of the way it works. No, I'm very happy that we were able to get a new facility and have baseball and softball all together. I mean, it'll be good for the morale, the atmosphere.
Yes.
All that will be very important moving forward as we grow and it'll be important for us.
I've checked up on it. I haven't seen one mole hole whatsoever.
Well, this is not the time right now for the moles. It will be in the fall.
They find a way
in the fall. It'll be more in the spring. So hopefully we can keep them out from over there. Hopefully
they will find a way.
They probably will. Maybe if
we've learned anything,
maybe they'll just stay up here in the show barn area and leave the new field alone. Hopefully, maybe they won't go across the highway.
That thing has scared me from ground balls.
Well,
no matter what you say, that's the one thing. That's why I'm not great.
Well, they say though that girls love scars, T-Bone. So, just stay in front of the ball, give you something to talk about.
Well, a lot of people don't know this about you, but you have a beard oil company. How did that come around?
Well, boredom, I guess.
Boredom?
Kind of like when I'm, like during the summers and during breaks, a lot of times I've got things to do, but then I get at the house, and then when I get caught up with that, kind of have some idle time, and a lot of times what happens is I need something to do, keep my mind occupied, be creative. And so really what happened was I had some guys that had graduated. Actually, this is what happened. Went to the store, and my wife bought some beard oil, and it was extremely expensive. And so I was like, man, you know what? Let me research this. So of course I researched it and see how to do some of it. And it took me probably started doing it on my own just to try to see if I could get kind of a recipe, for lack of a better term, that I would like. And then took me probably 6 months to a year to kind of get that going the way I liked it, and that was felt like it was beneficial.
Dedication to a hobby.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's just something, and it's not like I was doing it all the time. It was just, when I had idle time, I'd work on it.
Now that you're a vice principal, do you think you're running out of time maybe to do it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the time that I did, of course, but it's still a good creative way to, like, I'm going to rebrand it here in the next month or so before Christmas. I like the graphics and everything now, but I want to make it a little better. So usually about every 3 to 5 years, you want to rebrand a little bit, make the graphics a little different. That's just kind of you just kind of want to do that to, just to have it new.
See.
Yeah.
Do you have other things other than the beard oil?
Well, no, but mentioning, kind of we had the break last year for I think it was snow or something, and we were home and couldn't really do anything on the house or in the yard because of the weather, and so I got to thinking about you guys actually and the seniors and things last year. Like, what could I do for them to be different than what we've done before? And so I came up with that Hounds magazine that I did last year.
Yeah, I did like that.
I did like, you know, I did that during the break.
Mm-hmm.
So I did most of that for the same reason. I was just kind of, I wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? A lot of times you get the, I don't know, what were we doing for seniors, like in basketball, for instance? What do they do for them? Or, you know, any other sports at other schools and things like that. And I think about it and I go, you know, I hadn't really seen a Hounds I hadn't seen a magazine. Yeah. And growing up, magazines were something that I enjoyed. You know, I liked opening it up and reading. You know what I mean? I don't know. I liked it.
Man.
What?
It's quite a story. I'll tell you.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, the creative, you know, I don't know how creative you guys are, but I think you need that creativity to just be for growth as a human. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think there's a certain amount of that we all need, and we all do things like that. I think sometimes to be creative, but what exactly is it? And then pushing yourself on boundaries of what you maybe what you're uncomfortable with and trying it. Like I hadn't written a magazine before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I hadn't put one together. Yeah. So like I've never had a podcast. Well, so, and so you're learning, and then you're growing as you're doing that. Yeah. You know, and I think that's important as a human. You know,
if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna shed a tear over here.
Well, look, man, you always want to be better, and if you're not being better than what you were when you got up this morning, then what are you doing? Right? Like the whole point is to grow. Like be a better man tomorrow, you know what I mean, today than you were yesterday. You know what I mean? Like that's what life's about. Getting better, helping people, doing whatever you need to do.
Wow.
Did you agree with that or not?
I'm trying to process this.
Too much being real with you, T-Bone?
Oh, man, I'm shocked, honestly.
Shocked why?
I wasn't ready for that, honestly.
Too much in the morning for you.
Let's try to lighten the mood. Speaking about the morning, are you a breakfast eater?
I am not. I'm a coffee drinker, and then when I'm up about 3 or 4 hours, then I'm hungry. I've always been like that. I've never been. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, when I was your age or even younger, it actually made me sick. Like I don't even like smelling food in the morning. Not so much now, but that's the way I used to be. Yeah. But you know, get to work about 3 hours or so, and then by that time I'm kind of hungry.
But say your wife just makes breakfast, would you eat it like a full plate?
I've been married for 30 years, so if my wife says to do something, yes. Normally I'll just go, yes, I would eat breakfast.
Just yes, ma'am, and carry on.
That is correct. That's the way that works, T-Bone.
Well, if we're still on the topic of food, I asked Braxton this last week. What is your Sonic drink?
Ugh. Well, here's the deal. Me, I don't really eat out a whole lot, especially at fast food joints. So during baseball season, of course, I always ate, you know, we would go out and eat. Yeah. But other than that, we don't really eat fast food a whole lot. But if you were to ask me, pretty simple, I would do probably just a limeade, honestly. A
limeade? Yeah. You know, that's a little
cherry
fancy.
Limeade, cherry limeade.
A little fancy, but I respect it.
It's classic.
Other than... I'm not even going to try to repronounce that one.
I know, he had all the whatever.
He had all the fruits, flavors, and sides.
Well, you know, that's one of those permutations, though. When you used to see at Sonic, they'd have, 150,000 varieties of slushes or whatever, right? So that's a permutation.
Super mega cherry limeade, double sleeve, no cup. Yeah. Fancy drink over here.
Yeah. I'd like to see you drink that with no cup, though. I'm just saying.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
It's all right. I hadn't had COVID yet this year. That's fine.
No, I've already had it. I'm done with it. I'm good and happy now. So how old are you right now?
49. T-Bone. 49.
Wow.
Why is that so I mean, like, what am I supposed to be? I don't understand. You want to like go race? Is that what I'm hearing? Like, I don't know. I feel like you're making fun of my age.
I feel like I could beat
I think
you in a
I'm
race.
still in pretty good shape.
I
You
mean,
can
yeah.
what?
I feel like I could beat you in a race.
You are insane.
I mean, for a certain distance, I feel like you'd beat me, but if I feel like I have more stamina.
Oh, well, see, I have that don't quit mentality though. So
That is.
you know, I assure you that you would quit before I quit.
I mean, when we was on the baseball field, you came up with all these special analogies, like, I'm not stopping till I get my smoothie.
Oh, that's true.
Now,
Yes.
how did you see a situation like that and think that?
You're always looking at, especially when you talk about a team or whatever it is, when you're rebuilding something or you're trying to make a team atmosphere, no matter where that's at, whether it's in business or school or a team, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. So those mantras is what I like to call them. It's like these little mantras that kind of connect you to get the chemistry going. And so I was always looking for that because it's things that you, in the magazine that we had written last year, I wrote the little article about organic chemistry of a baseball team because I think that things have to happen organically in order for it to actually mesh and actually make a team one. Okay. So you're always looking for that. So what happened was at that one, there was a woman at McDonald's when we were waiting, and they were really, really rude, the people there, when we were trying to get our food. And, but I saw this lady walking in, and I told the boys then, were you there? There was only I think there was only about 6 of us.
Yeah, I didn't ride the bus home.
But there was about 6 of us there, I think. And I noticed when the woman walked in that she was perturbed. Like she was very upset. You could tell what was about to happen. And so I said, y'all watch this, because I knew what was about to happen. And so the lady proceeds to just, go off on this manager of McDonald's because of the service, and she had been in line, and all she was wanting was a smoothie for her child. And at first the guy was like, well, I'm not giving you a smoothie because you're really rude. And I'm kind of making this short, but that's kind of what was going on. And anyway, at the end of it, she just basically says, and this is like a 10-minute episode going on in the middle of McDonald's at, I won't say which store or which place, but anyway. And she said, I ain't leaving. She said, ain't. So she said, I ain't leaving until I get my smoothie. And so, it was a very negative event. But then I started thinking about that in like what positivity, what is in that that's positive? Well, the positive point was she was going to do anything she could to make sure that her child was taken care of. That was it. And so what she was trying to say, but in doing it in a very non-effective way, was she was trying to get that smoothie for a child. And so that's kind of where it originated from.
And that's incredible because we got to state on that chant, probably alone.
I think there was probably a little bit of
hitting and all that.
Yeah, a little bit of hitting, a little bit of field, a little bit of fielding going on. But yeah.
But our team morale was out of this world.
Yeah, and it happened organically, and I think that's important.
Yeah. I feel like if we want to do anything like that this year, we got to have the team morale all the way up.
Yep, I agree.
And I feel like that's easy to do. But I think we ran out of time today. Thank you for being here with us.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Thank every one of y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next week.